Hello, I'm Josh McDowell. This is Hickory-ish Reviews. I've told you a couple times before, I love eating at restaurants so much. I had to figure out a way to be able to eat at restaurants and not feel guilty for eating out too much. So I thought, while I'm eating out, I'm going to review these restaurants. Today is Old Hickory Tap Room. Now, I've already told you my wife's favorite restaurant is JD's in, what is that, Valdez, or up that direction. But this is another of my wife's favorites, and actually, um, this might even be her favorite restaurant because, and maybe she. We go to JD's so much because I might like JD's a little bit more, but Hickory Tap Room does a great job. They're consistent. They've got a great atmosphere. It feels like I don't know, kind of the closest thing I can imagine to having that feel of Cheers. Even though you don't, nobody knows your name when you walk in, and all that jazz doesn't happen. But there is that feel of hometown camaraderie. They have. I should have had on here. Well, let's talk about some of the food. Pub chips is just an automatic. Like they must make these homemade. It says they're homemade, and that feels legit. They're homemade pub chips. They come with ranch. It says here served with your choice of two dipping sauces, but I usually ask for all three, and it's buttermilk ranch, hot blue cheese, and beer cheese. And for me, I love dips. I love to dip stuff. I love you know moist uh, food, and so the dips are, it's just a no-brainer. You got to have the pub chips. You got to have the dips. You got to have that option of trying three different dips, of being able to rotate through them. My wife's not a big fan of the beer cheese, but I love all three. I love the blue cheese. I love the ranch. I love the beer cheese. And I like the ability to jump back and forth between them. I've had the spinach and artichoke dip some, and I like it. The Cajun shrimp is a great choice. Um, the fried chicken tenders, I don't eat those. That's just not what I choose. But they must be a hit because when they come, I see them coming out a lot. I see that a lot of people order them, and they're giant. They're very, very large. The thing that I love, the things that I like, I love the portobello. If you want to eat a great sandwich, a great, what feels like a burger with no meat, try the portobello. It's pretty stinking amazing. There's also this thing called, let's see here. It's called the Franklin, and I think that's a turkey sandwich. The Franklin is a no-brainer. And then there's this big chicken sandwich. I think it's called the Big Bird. You won't believe the size of this chicken breast. It's got melted Swiss. It's on sourdough. This is something my wife always orders, and she just absolutely loves it. I actually ate this last time. Fish and chips is also very popular at the Old Hickory Tap Room. Sides are pretty interesting. There's this Irish roasted roots. It's roots, it's potatoes, carrots, onion. This is a neat dish. I used to always get the spinach Maria and then ask for Parmesan cheese and add some Parmesan cheese to it. So when I'm thinking about sides, I think about Old Hickory Station. I think about the Big Bird. I think about fish and chips. I think about pub chips, and I think about these two sides. This is what I think about when I think about Old Hickory Station. Now, I'm not a big beer drinker, but obviously it's a place with lots of beers and lots of options. It's right downtown Hickory. You'll enjoy it. It looks like they have a moonlight menu as well. There is something wrong with their website that kind of keeps me from going to it on this computer. So there's some information about Old Hickory Tap Room. I would say this is, I haven't been doing this like 1 to 10 scale or anything like that, but I'm going through my favorite restaurants so far. JD's, Jason's Deli, Old Hickory Tap Room. These are places that I eat often and I love. I would say Old Hickory Tap Room and JD's. They're not 10 out of 10. They are, you absolutely must try them. If you live in the area, you work in the area, you've ever been in the area, you visit Hickory, these are absolute must tries. Check this place out, try it out, see how it is. These are places you must go. You say, Josh, why are you putting up Churchill Mortgage, this sign? Because that's who I work for. That's what I do for a living. And if I'm ever going to mention what I do, I have to do this disclaimer. I'm a licensed mortgage originator, and I help sales team in North Carolina with Churchill Mortgage. My NMLS is 2058562. There it is. JD's, Jason's Deli, and today we were talking about Old Hickory Tap Room, and it's absolutely one of the must tries in Hickory.